Although Red Bull look in a very dominant position at the start of the 2024 season, all is not well inside of the Milton Keynes team. In fact, Jos Verstappen, Max's father, has come out to say that the team will explode if things are not resolved soon. So what exactly is going on inside of the Red Bull camp? And is there any legitimacy to the rumours that Max Verstappen may move to Mercedes next season? Well, all of this started back in February when we had the news report come out that Christian Horner was under investigation for wrongdoing in inappropriate behaviour by a female member of staff, and it was under investigation with Red Bull themselves, that's the energy drink company. Red Bull appointed a specialist barrister to investigate the issue, and his findings were presented to Red Bull, the energy drinks company, who looked into what he found and come away clearing Horner last week before the Bahrain Grand Prix of any wrongdoing. Then, an anonymous email was sent to all of the FIA, Formula One team principals, key figures in Formula One and Formula One journalists with the supposed leaked images of screenshots from WhatsApp of the conversations that took place between Horner and the female member of staff. Now, it is important to note that nobody has come out and claimed that they sent this email, and nobody has been able to verify whether these are true or fake. And we do live in an age when things can be easily manipulated and made using AI, Photoshop, etc. Horner has stuck to his guns and said that this is something he flatly denies and he won't comment on any of the allegations that have been made about him. But it's blowing up in the news media about what is happening inside of Red Bull. Apparently, the team is now starting to take sides, whether they back Horner or back this female member of staff. News outlets are reporting on who may take Horner's position, and Jos Verstappen has had a big falling out with Christian Horner, which was captured on camera, although we couldn't hear what was being said. Then it came out in the news by AMUS that Max Verstappen may be looking to move to Mercedes for 2025. And quite rightly, as Jos Verstappen is saying, the team does seem to be falling apart behind the scenes because Christian Horner is adamant he's done nothing wrong and is digging his heels in, so he wants to stay with the team in his current position. And yet all these other things are going on in the background, meaning that there is divisions all through the Red Bull camp. It also extends out to the FIA president Mohammed Ben Sulayem, who reached out to Max and asked him allegedly to publicly back Horner, which Max has not done. Now, there's obviously no legitimacy right now to Max Verstappen moving to Mercedes, but there's no smoke without fire necessarily. There was pictures of Jos Verstappen and Toto Wolff talking, and I'm sure that Max has in the past made contact with Mercedes to see whether there are options whenever he's negotiating his contract. But there is more at play here than just what is going on with Christian Horner. Because of that, it means that Ford is thinking about pulling the plug on the engine deal to come in 2026. And major regulation changes that will be going on in 2026 with engines means that Red Bull may not be competitive anyway, as this will be the first time they have produced their own engine. And it may be that Max, with everything that's going on, is looking for a more stable place to take his team to be able to fight for another world championship. And in the process, he may sacrifice 2025 to get a better engine for 2026. There's also reports that the 2026 engine regulation changes and aero changes will mean that it's more of an engine-dominated formula than an aero-dominated formula like we have right now, and that having a solid engine, which Mercedes have always been good at producing, is going to be more important than having a car with good aero. So, what is the likelihood that Max will move to Mercedes? Well, at the moment it's just rumour and there's no corroborating evidence to say that he will definitely go. But if Red Bull are imploding the way they seem to be under the weight of this investigation and the looming damage that is being done by those who seem to be wanting to attack Horner as well, then Max may look for a more stable place to go and fight for another world championship. Now, I'm not commenting on what has happened with Christian Horner. I don't know whether he has done something or hasn't, and to be fair, none of us really do because we were not privy to that information. But all I can say is that this is a very damaging situation for Red Bull. It's an embarrassing situation for Formula One, and if Max does leave, it just shows you what on earth is going on at the team, that he would be willing to move away from the team that's given him so much success to move somewhere else. Now, How do you feel about all of this? Do you think that Red Bull may explode under the damage which is being done? And do you think that Max Verstappen may move to Mercedes in 2025? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.